Hello my dearest friends, welcome back to my channel, Diana and the Book Hunt. As December has already started, it's time for Bookmas, Vlogmas, whatever mess we've got within this month. And obviously I'm not the kind of booktuber who will be able to organize myself to post every single day. I have vowed to myself that I'll try to bring out 3 videos per week, which is already stretching myself thin, but I'm really going to do my best to do that. I already have all the videos planned out, so I'm just going to sit down and film all of them for you. And I really am in awe, and I have such respect for anyone who is able to put out videos every single day in December. And I am telling you, I'm going to be watching all of those videos because I love Christmas themed content. So yeah, my video today is going to focus on a specific trope. It's actually 2 tropes that go hand in hand together. It's pining heroes with the "it's always been you" vibe. And all of these books are really favorites of mine, books that I have loved so much. So if you haven't picked them up, I am quite sure that you're going to love them. And I'm just going to go ahead and dive in because I'm so excited to talk about these books. The first one being one of these babies here. You actually don't see it because of my little Christmassy thing over here. It's Play Along by Listam 40, which is part of the Windy City series. It's Isaiah's book together with his heroine Kennedy. So they meet under very interesting circumstances. She goes to interview for a job as a doctor at his professional baseball team. He is in the women's bathroom because that is his place where he can just get himself together, get some peace and quiet whenever he's struggling. And she goes into the bathroom. She's in a rage because the interview did not go well. And this is when he gets his first impression of her. And already from the first moment he lays eyes on her, he is gone for her, which is something that I really love when the man falls first. And the thing is, she's off limits for him because she's actually engaged to be married, and he knows that she's off limits. So he is the ultimate pining hero. He wants to be with her. He appreciates her. He respects her. He sees what she does and is just in awe of her as a woman. And he knows that he cannot pursue her for very many years. And then once the chance presents itself for him to start pursuing her, that's when he is like, now I'm going to show you that we're worth it. And that is something that I absolutely love within this book. The heroine is struggling with her past relationship, with her family dynamics as well. And he is the one who just shows her that she is worth it, and I love that. So if you're looking for the ultimate pining hero, but he's also kind of like, he's a pining hero but not of the wallowy kind, if you get what I mean. So he's very upbeat. He is presented as this playboy, so he kind of has the banter thing going on with Kennedy, which I absolutely love as well. So yeah, this one is quite worth it. The next book is The Ex-Vows by Jessica Joyce. This one is a second chance romance, and the thing is, there is some mutual pining here, but because the female character within this book is kind of jaded by how the relationship ended, and it's more so, I don't want to say it like that, but it's more so the hero's fault that they got broken up. So he really wants to make it up with her. He wants to prove that they should get back together, that their chemistry and their love definitely is worth it, and that he can improve on the things that he got wrong the first time. So when they have this coming together moment where they have their best friend getting married and they're going to be the best man and the maid of honor, and they need to help organize this wedding and they need to do it together, they essentially start a friends with benefits situation. Where the female character is like, I need to strictly keep this physical because we know how it ended last time and we don't want to venture out in that territory. But the hero has a plan because he has been wanting to be with her ever since they broke up. So we feel how much he wants this to work. We feel the angst and the tension, and I really love that about the book. So yeah, this one is worth it as well. Now, if you've ever read an Ali Hazelwood book before, you'll know that all of her heroes are pining heroes and all of them want desperately to be with the heroines. And the one that I'm going to talk about is one of the later releases, which is Two Can Play. This is actually a shorter book. It's a novella, and I think it's available on audio on any kind of platform for free, if I'm not mistaken, besides Audible, but you can get it quite easily on audio as well. This one is a book where we've got a hero and heroine who work within the gaming industry. And they have met here and there at like conventions. She had this interview when she was starting off her career at the company where he used to work as well. And the interview didn't go very well. So he knows her and she has made an impression on him, and she definitely knows him as well, but not in the same way, because she left more of an impression on him than he did on her, if you get what I mean. So again, we've got the hero falls first situation, and he is in awe of her. He really is so respectful of how talented she is and what she brings to the table. And the thing is, they work now for competing companies. They're competing for the same project, but the I think CEO of that project is like, I think that the best result would be to hire both of the companies, but we really need to see if they can work together because they've been rivals for so long. So they decide to bring them out on this kind of a retreat to see how the employees will mesh or how they will behave together. So essentially, they have this forced proximity situation, and the hero really is having this distance with the heroine because he's like, I don't want to intrude on her, and because I feel so much for her, I don't want to accidentally out myself. So he's been pining for many years. He wants to be with her, but he is in a situation where he doesn't think that they should be together. So yeah, it's such a good book and such a fun book as well. I definitely would recommend it. The next book is by Hannah Bonham Young. It's called Next to You. We've got a friends to lovers situation in this one where they meet at New Year's Eve. They share a kiss at New Year's, but they're like, yeah, we're remaining friends. And it's more so the heroine who friend zones him, while the hero has always wanted to be with her, but he's like, I appreciate anything she'll give me, so the friendship right now is good enough. But then she has this almost like a midlife crisis moment where on her birthday she decides to buy this bus to renovate to become her mobile home, but she knows nothing about renovating it, so she enlists his help to renovate this bus. So they have a lot of forced proximity, a lot of situations that are quite bringing them together, and he is her rock. He is everything that she needs in a man, and I absolutely love this for her because she had a lot of issues to work through, and he was the one who just patiently waited for her to be ready to be with him. So yeah, I love this one as well. It's the always been you vibe, and the hero was a pining hero. We kind of quietly pining, but we definitely sense that he has always been wanting to be with her, which is great. So yeah, this one is definitely worth it as well. Now the next one is so cute. I think any kind of book written by B.K. Borison is really, really cute, but this one just took the cake for me. It's Mixed Signals, and it's within her Love Light Farm series, the third book. The book centers on a hero and heroine who live in this small town. They know each other, and the hero is absolutely smitten with the heroine. He desperately wants to ask her out on a date, but he's kind of awkward with dating, so he's afraid that he's going to mess it up. And then the heroine, she's like, I don't want to date someone within my small town because that can go wrong. And she's been having bad luck with dates as well, so they decide to fake date each other, but just to kind of practice date to get to a point where they can date someone else. At least for the heroine, that was supposed to be the case, but he desperately just wanted to date her, and he's been pining for her for such a long time. So yeah, it's just a cute and amazingly sweet and endearing kind of book, kind of a different kind of pining. So the angst is not really there because you just feel connected to the pining and not so much like an angst or tension like the other books that I just mentioned. But yeah, this one is definitely worth it as well. Now the next one is one of my favorites. It's Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. This one is another second chance romance. You'll notice a pattern here because a lot of these books are second chances or friends to lovers, because those are the kinds of tropes that I gravitate towards the most. So we've got Forget Me Not by Julie Soto, which is a second chance romance that is set in a wedding kind of a scenario, where the heroine is the wedding planner for a very big wedding and the hero is the reluctant florist because he didn't want to be involved in this wedding, but she convinced him to help her out. And the thing is, they used to be in a relationship, so he has not really had any contact with her in the past year. So he reluctantly helps her because he has been very heartbroken by what happened in the past, but he has always loved her. He has always wanted to have this relationship work. He didn't want to break it off with her in the first place. So we definitely have a pining hero, someone who just loves the heroine so much that it literally hurts him to have to work with her again, because he doesn't see that he's going to get a second chance. So yeah, this one is just painfully beautiful to me. I really loved it. The next one is Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. This one is set within a small town. We've got a billionaire and someone who is part of his inner circle for very many years. So they've known each other for a long time, but something has happened in their past that has kind of soured their relationship. And the thing is, the hero, he has been pining for this heroine so hard that eventually he does something like the biggest grand gesture you'll ever kind of see in a book. And obviously it's possible for him to do that because he is a billionaire, so it is kind of ridiculous in one sense, because you know that it's kind of the biggest kind of grand gesture you'll see, but at the same time it just proves a point of how much pining and longing he has had for all of these years for his heroine. So she is kind of like I think an interior designer, while he is part of an architect firm, and the two of them need to work on this project together very reluctantly because they've had this bad past between them. But at the same time, again, we know that the hero, at least we're starting to sense that the hero has been doing a lot for the heroine while she doesn't know that he did that, but it's really him trying to do everything he can to help her out and to see her happy, essentially. Even though he knows that he might not end up with her, he just wants her to be happy, and that is something that I absolutely eat up in books. So yeah, this one, if you love a pining hero, yeah, this one is great. The next one is by Chloe Lees. It's the 7th book within her Bergman Brothers series, the last one, which is called Only and Forever. This one features our favorite brother Vigo, who has had a thing for the heroine for a long time as well, because they used to go to the same college. And the thing is, he fell for her way back then, but it just didn't work out because the heroine is quite closed off. She's quite reluctant, and she has had some things happened in her past which has kind of closed her off for romance, kind of almost for good. And the thing is, they have the situation where they're going to have this forced proximity because they become roommates. He is going to be opening up a bookshop. She's going to help him out with a bookshop while he's going to help her with her project. So they have this mutual arrangement, this forced proximity as well. And that's when we start to feel how long Vigo has been wanting to be with this heroine. We start to feel again this yearning for her, this kind of longing that he has for her, and I absolutely loved it within this book. I felt that it was so romantic and so beautiful to see how he melts down her defenses and her reluctance to be with someone. It was just great. It was just great, and I would highly recommend it. Now, the last book on my list is a book that I just recently read, and I don't think I can give away too much about why the hero is a pining hero, but you can trust me on it that there is some pining involved in this book. The book is Throne of Secrets by Carrie Maniscalco. This is a romantasy book that centers on the Princess of Sin, and this is Prince Gluttony's book, and he is having a romance with a reporter within his court. And that is all I'm going to say about this book. Just trust me when I tell you that this hero has been wanting this heroine for a very long time, even though it doesn't look like it when you start reading the book. So yeah, this one is definitely worth it as well. So my dear friends, these were all the books that I could recommend to you at this moment, where we've got a pining hero with a lot of either yearning or longing or angst or some kind of feeling that will leave you wanting to see more of their relationship. I definitely love all of these books and I will definitely recommend them to you. Please let me know if you've read any of them, if you've loved them, if you plan on picking them up as well. Please also don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Happy reading. Take care, and bye-bye.